Hello, everyone, and I hope that you are having a good day today. About 2 or 3 days ago, I had to get outside. I had this tree that the limbs had started growing out so much that it was rubbing up against the house. A lot of the limbs were protruding over the top of the roof and all. And I knew right then, after investigating and looking at it, surveying it, as they would say, I realized I had to get those limbs off. Plus, there was some power lines coming through there, and that would endanger the power line. So anyway, I thought to myself, well, it won't take that much. Well, I got me a little trimmer and all, and I started looking at it. And after I got into it, I realized I'm biting off more than I really wanted to chew. I even had to get my chainsaw out, and it 92, 93 degrees outside, and I had to do a whole lot of chainsawing, a whole lot of clipping. And it started out with a small pile of limbs. Before it was over, I had this great big old pile of limbs sitting there in my driveway. And when it was all said and done, I'm sitting here saying to myself, now what am I going to do with those limbs? So I went out to my building and I got my little old wood chipper and hooked it all up. And it was running, and I had that wood chipper running full blast, and I was taking this limb, put it in there, taking that limb, put it in there, and wood chips were flying all over the place. And before it was over with, that whole big old pile was gone, but there wasn't nothing but a little old pile of wood chips. And it surprised me. I said, just a small amount of wood chips for that great big old pile of limbs. And I began to think about that. That's just like you and I in our Christian walk. Sometimes we're like that great big old pile of limbs. We get into it, we think we can handle it, only to find out we really can't handle it on our own. And we get overwhelmed. We thinking, how in the world am I going to finish this? Am I going to fix this? And just like God, we turn it over to the Lord, and He begins like that wood chipper to chip away this, chip away that, chip away that. And before it's over with, this great big problem that we thought that we couldn't take care of, God took care of it, and He took care of it in such a way that everything was wiped out. There ain't nothing left but a bunch of wood chips of life. Something that we thought was totally impossible, God took care of it. That's the God that we serve. That's the God I serve. And I pray you could say that's the God that you serve. Listen, no matter how big your problem is, give it to God. He'll wipe it out. You can trust Him. I love you till the next time. God bless.